One fanny hair of health. He gets tickled by any of these arcs, and he's going to be out for the count. Christoph has gone for the button, but has he made it yet? No, he hasn't. He's got arc going all over him. This is the last stand. They've got to make a move, and they've got to do it fast. Welcome back. My name is Bosch Grills, and this is BOSCH Survivor. The challenge is simple. I'll be playing with 2 members of my community for each run. Their goal is to get to every extraction point before exiting in the extraction helicopter at the end. Throughout the game, I'll be sticking with our team and giving you live commentary. Of course, this is going to be hot mic'd so the whole map and everyone else can hear. They've got to work together and navigate the difficult terrain and get to every extraction point. They can't move on until their teammate has also pressed the button with them. They'll be completely unarmed. They won't be able to use their axes. They'll be able to forage, but only to pick up fabric and bandages. That's the only thing they can loot. They'll be trying to avoid the arc and grabbing the attention of angry raiders. And if they do, they're going to have to use their powers of persuasion, or they're going to have to use their legs to get out of dodge. This is the BOSCH Survivor games. Let's see if these people can become BOSCH Survivors.
Audio.
Gary's off to a little bit of a technical start. He's having some technical difficulties.
Voice chat? No.
Christoph is looking on, a little bit concerned. Could this be a sign of things to come? Miscommunication is a real problem out here in the Rust Belt.
Let's take a look at the map. So we got to hit all the points. So which one's the longest? With this one, that's 29 minutes. 24, 14. So this is the first one we should hit. Right here. Do you agree?
I mean, you should probably hit the one before it on the way and just hit that second, you know?
Where's the one before it? I didn't see it.
Just in between.
Oh, I don't see it. Can you mark it?
Let's head home at the center.
Christoph is taking lead here.
All right, yeah, I'll follow you. I'll follow you.
They used to call Gary Christopher Columbus in high school, and you can really see why. This team is quite a well-oiled machine, and they're off to a good start. Christoph's taking the lead, with Gary in second position. The first location's 240 meters ahead. But remember, these swamps, they're very dangerous. There could be raiders or arc around any corner.
This is wild.
They're setting good pace here. Christoph seems to be a good front man, and Gary's taking on a complimentary assistant lead. They've come across some raiders. This could be dangerous. Using the power of negotiations is going to be very important. Hopefully these raiders don't realize that this team is absolutely juiced. Christopher seems to be the politician. Gary's letting him take the lead. Surprisingly, this team of raiders has let them survive, and they move on, and they live to tell another tale. On to the first extraction point. Christoph's powers of diplomacy seem to have really come in handy here. He's managed to negotiate safe passage for them through to the first place. Remember, they've both got to touch that button. Gary, he's been in there already. They're waiting for Christopher. Christoph's just got to touch the button and then they can move on. Once he touches the button, they can move on. They don't have to wait for the elevator.
You can do this, Gary. Don't worry, bro.
All right, so where's the next point? We're gonna go. One right here. That's 11 minutes left.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion with the team. Communication. Communication is a little bit sparse, but they really need to move on. Once you press the button, Christoph, you do not have to wait for the elevator. You can move on straight away.
see it.
Wait for me to press the button, bro.
No.
Yeah, you already pushed it, you already
So you don't actually have to press it. Just run up to it and pretend you press it. Like, you can only really press it once. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you don't. So it just means you both just touch the button. You know. Don't worry about the actual pressing of the button.
Okay.
I got
You
you.
have to wait for 2 elevators to go.
No. So just the first person press it. The second one just runs up and just runs by it, basically. Easy. Little bit of confusion within the team rules. Christoph maybe didn't read through the rule book before he started, but now that's been ironed out and this little hiccup is out of the way. This team is looking very confident. Gary's leading with authority and Christoph brings the communication and diplomacy to the team. This is a real winning combination out here in the Rust Belt.
Be careful.
There's a team nearby. They don't want to engage in anything. These guys have lots of juice on them. Just remember.
Yeah. Over there. Couple points over there, I believe. Yeah.
They're managing to slip and slide past every team with great efficiency. These guys really are the Slytherin of the BOSCH Survivor world. They've got the gift of the gab, and they've got the silver tongue.
Fucking Rocketeer, huh?
Second checkpoint is in sight.
Let's get that.
Christoph leads the way. Gary follows up. That's it. Gary's on it. He wants to read the map. He's all about this life, is Gary. Christoph, they've got 2 to go. It looks like they're going towards the lake, and then they're probably going to end up north. In shock, Gary became leader. Yeah, Gary really just took over the reins, man. Just took it over. They're making great time. If this was a time trial, they'd be right up there. This is reminiscent of Lando Morris in Monaco.
Sentinel.
They've drawn the attention of the Sentinel. They really don't want to be shot by that. That could be really nasty. Yukon, thanks for the gifted sub.
Better work around
Just
this.
keep running.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're entering into the lake area.
Good job pointing that. Good job, bro.
They're high-fiving each other. Confidence in this team's camp is sky high right now.
If he'd slow down, I'd slap him on his butt.
In an affectionate way, of course.
And a place for that,
Yes,
bro.
of course.
And consensually.
Good game.
Of course, consensually.
Yes. Consensually good gaming.
Of course. We would not slap anyone in the arse unconsensually.
Over there. There. Up there.
I've managed to attract one of the wasps. Superman. $150 There could be raiders around every corner. Lots of arc, lots of raiders. Gary's gone off and he's doing his own thing. There's a bit of a communication breakdown now from the team. They've been separated. Gary's left, Christoph behind, and Christoph's got a snitch on him. The tension is building here. There's a wasp. There's a snitch. There's no communication between the boys. Could this be the beginning of the end for this super team? Christoph's hiding right now. I don't know where Gary's gone. But he seems to have abandoned Christoph. They need to work together. The snitch is on Gary. This is problematic for the team. They don't want too many arcs on them at this moment in time. They've been doing so well up to this point. They've got arcs. They've got wasps coming out their arseholes right now. Gary goes back to try and aid Christoph. They're going around. Christoph's under fire. Gary's taking heavy penetration too. They're going for the button. A remarkable maneuver from Christoph. He's going to press the button. Gary's right behind him. It looks like they're going to make it to the button in time. But can they escape after they press the button is the big question. They've both pressed the button, but the area is swarming with arc. They've got one location left.
Give me that prime.
It's the North Elevator Complex. Right now, the boys are under a lot of tension. They're knuckling down. They're hunkering down. There's arc all over them in the little shack. I'm watching safely from the bushes.
Complex elevator. Head home at the North Complex elevator.
They've marked it on the map. What's the play? They have lots of time. There's no need for drastic action. They just need to be patient and they need to trust their gut. Yo, Joseph, thanks so much for the 11 months, man. Thank you for the prime.
All right.
The coast seems clear.
Overhead.
They're moving out. It looks like they're going to take the lower ground by the lake. This is probably a very smart route maneuver. This is the clever route to take. The boys are looking good right now. There's 700 meters to the last extraction. But just remember, the last extraction is always the most dangerous. There's always the higher chance of meeting a nasty raider team who are going to see you as the enemy. Christopher's a trailblazer. He used to run the 1600 meters in school. You can tell he's athletic. He was built for this. He was made for this.
You must have a stam maxed out right now.
Gary's obviously a little bit of an older gentleman. He's been through the ringer a little bit more. Those dodgy hamstrings are really starting to tell. You can tell he's not used to this running, but that's okay. They're a team and they're here to carry each other through thick and thin. 17 minutes to make it. They've got lots of time. It's all about timing now. Can they manage to avoid arc? And can they manage to avoid enemy teams? Time will tell. There's flares in the air. There's gunshots going off. And there's violence. They need to avoid that violence. And remember, both men need to be standing up and not down when they extract. Whether a teammate decides to leave the other teammate is completely up to them. They are a team, but when it comes to extracting, they can be selfish. He is a cheeky chappy. We're getting down to the real meat and bones of this extraction. This is where winners become winners and losers become losers. This last 300 meters is the most vital 300 meters that they'll ever encounter in their lifetime. Danger lurks around every corner. Christoph is still going like the young buck that he is. Gary, he's still struggling on. What a warrior. He's as tough as old rope is Gary.
Have to buy up them cigarettes, bro.
Words of wisdom from Christoph. Gary nods in approval. Probably had too many cigarettes in a previous lifetime.
Guys shooting.
Shots ahead. That's not a good sign. They don't want to be caught in the crossfire.
Let them all that are fighting, let them extract.
Oh, Gary the strategist comes up with a good plan. He wants to be patient here, and that seems to be quite the clever play. Gary's going to wait. Could this be a smart play?
Old Dunkin' Donuts napkins in this car.
The water facility.
Where did Christoph go?
He's gone to the higher ground, Gary.
Yeah. Oh shit, where's... Fuck.
Gary's pulled some arc on him. This could be problematic for the group. Gary's low on health. This is real squeaky bum time now. Buttocks are clenched. Can Garrett make it to safety? Christoph looks on anxiously. One more shot in the wrong direction and Gary's going to be downed. He's making a run for it. He's in the open. The arc's on him, but Gary's not stopping. What an athlete. Maybe search down here for bandages. He needs some medical attention and he needs it fast.
Yeah.
Maybe rummaging through.
Good idea.
I have an idea. I'll go first and press the button, and then as it opens, you press it on the way in.
That's smart, Christoph. Ever the strategist. They're talking, they're communicating, they're coming up with their final plan for this last push, for the last extraction point.
Is that point
Still
gone?
open, it's still there, no, it's still there, it's still there.
They have to understand that this team might actually be extraction camping, and if that's the case, maybe diplomacy is the only way forward.
8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes, man.
I'm okay with waiting at least 3 minutes, see what they do.
They got a team camping the extract.
Yeah, that's how we can do, man.
This is a tricky spot for the team to be in. They've got 8 minutes, but that team could be waiting for that extraction point to close. And if that's the case, it's not looking good for the boys.
Hornets, there.
I think we're still there, guys.
2 Hornets over there.
Wait, I sound like a girl, what the hell?
Yeah.
I changed my settings, man. No. I'm actually a 31-year-old man.
No, Chris, you sound like a 13-year-old prepubescent boy right now.
Oh my god. No, we've got to do it, man. We've got to do this.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a little lead because you got all that life.
Right, you run into this building if you can.
Which building? Yeah.
Oh no, they've picked up arc. That was not a good time to move. Gary's picked up some attention. Christoph's going for the button. Gary's on his last legs. He's only got a testicle of health left. One fanny hair of health. He gets tickled by any of these arcs and he's going to be out for the count. Christoph has gone for the button, but has he made it yet? No, he hasn't. He's got arc going all over him. This is the last stand. They've got to make a move and they've got to do it fast. No one's made it to the button yet. Christoph's under heavy fire. Gary is in a building right now. Seeing his life flash before me. Chris is making a run. He's pressed the button. He's now going to go for the far shack and take cover while Gary looks on. This is going to be a nervous last sprint for the extraction point for Gary. Remember, Gary has to touch that elevator button before he enters. Once he does that, everything is good. There's tension all over the place. The suspense is getting very overwhelming. I watch on from my safe spot as Gary awaits to make a decision. It could be a good time for Gary to creep up now while the attention's on Christoph. Christoph is battling on. There goes Barry. Like Bigfoot in the wilderness with 2 pulled hamstrings. The extraction point opens. Gary's going for the button. He's got to press the button. Gary's got to press the button outside. He never pressed the button. Gary, you've got to press the button. Gary's got to press the button outside. Gary, no! He's left his boy as well. Oh! Gary's through. Gary.
I think Gary needs the hearing aids as well.
Fucking pressure got to him, man. He panicked.
BOSCH.
Oh my God. Gary just, like, all the plan, all the strategy just sent out the window there when the
Wait.
pressure was applied. Gary just fucking completely just went straight for the button. Oh
Gary.
my God. Gary. He needs to change his
Yo,
party chat
Gary.
back on.
Gary, my friend, did you have your hearing aid buttons switched on?
Gary's just, he's just disgusted with himself right now.
No, Gary, man.
So close, man. You guys had done so well as a team up to that point. The last hurdle. Gary. He's adjusting his settings. Let's hear from Gary.
Dude, yeah. Fucking, I don't know. I got up to the thing and I was like, he's going to make it. I didn't know he was down. So I pressed the button. Once I pressed the button, like, I was in the middle of pressing the button. I didn't know he was down.
You needed to press the button outside first, though, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Dude, fuck. I didn't even think of that. Fuck. I got excited. I was like, okay, this is the last one. I don't need to do that. Yes, I do.